24 hours and counting, but the rescuers are yet to make contact with the 8 persons who are believed to be trapped in an under-construction tunnel in the Nagar Kurnool district of Telangana after a portion of its roof collapsed. Now, as you can see the pictures that are coming in, the situation is dire as the water level has now reached up to 11 kilometers inside the tunnel, and the authorities fear that the chances of the workers surviving are now bleak. As the floor is waterlogged and lighting is minimal, the tunnel wreckage is scattered across the final 2 kilometers of the stretch. There are hopes of finding survivors if air pockets remain within the tunnel, but the conditions, however, still remain extremely challenging.
Yesterday, along with my officers, I inspected the place, and the machine was found displaced to 8 meters distance. Similarly, pipes were strewn here and there, and water was filled up to level from the machine to 11-kilometer mark. So this is hindering the searching operations. As per the devastation that is observed there, I think there is a very less possibility. However, if there are any air pockets, people may take breath and they may survive.
As far as pictures that have been coming in of the tunnel collapse, as far as making any contact or communication with the trapped workers, that still remain because there is a lot of debris, waterlogging that pose challenges for the rescue teams, which include the NDRF, the SDRF, Indian Army's Engineering Task Force, Indian Navy, and which had reached the 14-kilometer of the tunnel where the roof had collapsed on Saturday morning. Now, relentless efforts that continue in this joint operations. However, there has been still no breakthrough in the rescue operation. It's been 48 hours now and still counting as the 8 trapped workers still continue. As far as through thick mud, the rescue operations continues with the challenging forces that still continue to remain in front of them. As far as this collapse that has now been reported of multiple joint rescue teams that are now been working overtime. Now, as the surface above the tunnel, which was around 400 meters, as the rescue teams, however, have ruled out the possibility of vertical excavation, and they have launched efforts to drain the knee-deep water and also to remove the debris. However, the collapse of the roof is believed to be completely dismantled the tunnel boring machine, and the workers were working through day and night, and the concrete debris, which had choked and blocked at least 200 meters of the area where the workers are believed to be trapped. So the rescue teams that are now working 24/7, ensuring proper ventilation and oxygen in the hope of survival of the trapped workers. Meanwhile, Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy is personally also overseeing the rescue operations, with senior officials closely monitoring the situation on ground. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also reached out to the Chief Minister. They're offering his full support and resources for the operation. In addition, the local rescue teams, the Indian Army and Navy have also been deployed, with the NDRF and the SDRF teams also working together to carry out the rescue mission. Chief Minister Reddy also directing officials to intensify the rescue efforts in hope of saving the trapped workers.
पानी अभी थोड़ा आ रहा, पानी आ रहा, पानी थोड़ा मड तो पूरे मड है, पाँव रखे तो अंदर घुस जा रहा, तो उसके ऊपर जो है वुडन फ्रेम्स का दाल लेके एक के पीछे एक दाल लेके जो है सामने जाना पड़ता है, क्योंकि मिशनरी नहीं जा सकता अंदर.
And it is one of the great projects, particularly the tunnel of 37 kilometers, because of many political reasons. Unfortunately, the completion of the project is delayed because of many reasons, maybe government policies or maybe government improper funding to the project. But however, when the project is about to complete, tragedy took place there, for which of course the government is also responsible, we are also responsible, the system is responsible for that. However, to rescue the persons, particularly the engineers who are already in the tunnel, one NDRF team from Andhra Pradesh and 2 NDRF teams from Telangana already reached.
So already what is being said by the Minister K. Venkat Reddy, who will be also visiting the SLBC tunnel incident site this morning as the rescue operations continue, with teams from the NDRF and the Indian Army's task force that are still working to ensure that the 8 people who are trapped inside are rescued as soon as possible. Efforts are ongoing to reach out to them safely. As far as still yet, no contact has been able to be established between the trapped workers there. So the 8 persons who are believed to be trapped around 14 kilometers inside the tunnel of the Sriseram left bank canal project. The rescuers who are yet to make any contact with the 8 persons who are trapped underneath after the portion of the roof collapsed on Saturday. As of now, there has been no communication, but the rescuers will go inside and see, and then they will be able to tell as far as when it comes to the 8 persons who are believed to be trapped around 14 kilometers inside the SLBC project, and several teams that are now carrying out when it comes to the rescue operations that continue on war footing, where most of the workers, however, managed to escape, but some of them, including 2 site engineers who were believed to be trapped behind the tunnel boring machine close to the 14-kilometer mark in the tunnel. Let's shift focus now and